Hey Chris, I just want to run this by you. I've just been hesitating to show it to you because I know you hold your nose every time I bring up the closet flange, but we did a lot of work on this thing, and this was a test cap. The spring comes up. We made it where it sticks in here, where you can't get it out now, and then we also made it where the spring isn't necessary. We don't need the spring, so we put a lot of work into it, but what we this got the cost without it kind of jumped out of the price range once we added this, and it just became a real retail part. So all the OEMs said, you make it, we'll buy it, but they wouldn't give us a purchase order to do that. So Larry wasn't going to spend $150,000 on tooling to do this and wait and see what their purchase order. IPS says get it to us and we'll get it to our smaller mom and pop hardware stores, so we'll give you a start. Anyway, we just said no, and we kind of let that thing go. And then just not too long ago, well, my mind kind of opened up, and I go, oh my God, this whole time, I don't just forget about that. I don't want you to do closet flanges. That's not what I'm here to talk about. What we missed this whole time was your tear out technology, anyway, we want to build, if you take a cast iron closet flange apart, it's just this rubber part. It's a rubber sleeve and it compresses on the cast iron pipe. But we've already got the seal built in, so when they get it, we made a debris cap, that goes like that. So it's ready to go. So when they take the debris cap off, and it can be a much cheaper, it can be, even this is too much. We just want something so people don't, get sheetrock mud and piss and keep the seal clean. But with your tear out technology, like the one that we did or initially that Roger Bell and Carol Malone worked on from Acushnet, we just had a spiral that popped out. But the problem was we always had a 1/4 of an inch of rubber left, and we could never get inside the pipe where it was going to be left to get it out, and we just couldn't figure it out. Well, now we don't need the extraction tool part of it. We just need your original tear out with a spiral, so we can puncture it and pull it out from the top. And that little remainder, it won't matter because the toilet horn pushes it down and goes right past it. So anyway, there's all these. The same companies that make the plastic cast iron flanges are the same companies that make these. In Danco and LSP's case, they don't really make, they just started making one closet flange that was plastic, but they've always made the Frank pattern cast iron flange. So we're already dealing with them. So what we want to do is just make one single rubber part. It fits in here, it goes right with the compression sleeve. It's also your tear out, and it's also the rubber seal. And what would be really good is if it comes from Mission Rubber as a single all rubber part. And then you just sell it to Jones Stevens, Frank Pattern, Odie, IPS, you name it. Anybody making, also you should think about, because that kind of fits your product line. Really, this is just a coupling with a rubber sleeve. It's kind of like an easy test coupling. The only difference is you're mounting pipe to toilet horn. So I don't think that's far away from your product line, but I'm saying I've already can get this sold to other companies because they were interested in just having the seal in there. I never thought about your tear out being incorporated into it. It's like, anyway, like that. But anyway, it would tear out right in there. Anyway, it's just something I have, this is issued, the seal patent, and we don't need the spring. So now it's just all rubber. And we incorporate the seal and the tear out into one and make one rubber part and just get it out to everybody making 3 and 4 inch cast iron closet flanges. So I'm just willing to include that in the deal. So the only thing with the patent is just fees come up every 3.5 years like all the rest of them. But Larry's he's done this technology. He did this technology. He's done both. So it's basically just spending an hour putting the two together with the sleeve. That's just a no-brainer. If the whole closet flange thing doesn't work, that's fine. But please think about me including this and then forming a patent that does both, so we can get it out to the cast iron companies. Anyway, and I'll include that for free. So it's just part of the deal. Like I said, my stipend wouldn't change. I like to tinker, so this is what you'd be paying me for. But Larry, like I said, it looks like this would be really complicated, but once again, it's been done. Now he just merges the two, and I showed it to him this morning. This is the first time I brought it up to him or you, but it's been weighing on my mind for about a month because it's such a no-brainer. Anyway, it's included, but it's totally optional. If you just want to stick with a pop-up, that's fine. But if you want to do something that actually goes with what I think your company does, it's available and it's free and it's not going to cost you anymore. Okay?